What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out a title called The Lift. I'm very interested in this one because it seems to be a genre combination that we don't really see altogether that often. We checked out a game a while back called We Harvest Shadows, which was kind of the same deal, where it's very much like a Farmville game where you're getting crops and whatnot, but weird things are happening at your farm and you have to make sacrifices in order to keep the demons at bay so that you can go fishing tomorrow. The Lift seems to be going in that similar direction, channeling something like a cleaning simulator or hard space shipbreakers, but also with the supernatural. So in this game, we are a repairman that's been dropped onto a station that went dark. Something happened there, and our entire goal is to repair the place and get it back up and running for unknown reasons, but along the way, we're going to be discovering troubling things about the station and what it went through. And so I think that's an interesting genre mashup. So today we're going to play the game for a while and see if it's something that you wanted to add to your wish list or if it's one of those games that you would rather not play for yourself. I will be doing first impressions along the way, talking about the things that I do, the things that I don't like, so that we can make an educated decision when it comes time to purchase this game. But I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't a little bit excited about this one. It's very rare that I get interesting combos of genres that make me absolutely want to sit down and mash out this game right now, and that's what today was. So let's go ahead and check out The Lift. The link to the game is down below. You can get into the public playtest right now by clicking on the little green button on their Steam page. On top of that, you can find a bunch of other Nerd Castle links down there just in case you wanted to give them the old saucy click. But let's go ahead and start off a new game. Oh, apparently I was just zoning out while looking at a dart target. Alright, so where are we at right now? We're inside of an elevator or something, getting a couple little frame chuggies right there. We got...
Welcome to the lift. Current cycle 577. Decade 142 new count. As the lift descends to your designated location, please take this moment to review some useful information. Here we go. Welcomes you to the Research Institute station. You are the spare keeper, but spare doesn't mean less important here. The primary keeper is fine, for now. But just in case we called you in, you will be our spare light in the darkness.
Uh-huh. Well, that seems thematically timed. Okay, we've got a bench seat over here. Ah, there's a light bulb. Okay. I can do this. I have a house, and I have replaced light bulbs. Shazap! Okay, so it looks like we've removed the old bulb, and then we slap in a new one, and then we'll close the cover.
Without you, it would be completely dark here. Is there meaning in your life?
Absolutely not.
Bother to answer out loud. It's a rhetorical
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Things with meaning have a function. People with meaning do too. Sometimes they function for longer. A chair exists to be sat on. That is its meaning. An elevator exists to move between floors. A person exists to work. If something breaks, the meaning is lost.
Well, I mean, is stuff gonna keep breaking inside of here? We are 11 floors from where we need to be at. Okay, so power's at -2. I'm guessing that's what went wrong here. Then again, there's a trapdoor right here, too. What's up with this trap? Oh, we gotta replace, the wiring. Okay. Let's go ahead and take out that wire, and then we'll put that guy right there. And then, how do I rotate this bad boy? Like so? Alright, cool.
You are here to return meaning to broken things. Thank you for your service. Working devices emit waves. Waves are energy for the station and for the whole world. It is your task to ensure the waves are always present in every room, for every object. Where there are no waves, takes hold. This is not a drill. This is reality. And in this reality, unlike a lift, there is no stop button.
I mean, there may not be a stop button, but this thing definitely stops. I'm not trying to split hairs with you right now, but, you know, this thing does stop frequently. And what's going on inside of here? Breaker box manually reactivating blown fuses. Make sure all the switches are up, then turn the lever. Up, up. Ooh, I like the little context. Did you see the little cartooning right there when you move the switch? That's a very, very nice little detail that helps draw the viewer's eye line to the fact that they're interacting with an object. I can't think of too many games that actually cartoon over the top of 3D graphics like that real fast, just for the simple interaction of hitting a switch. But I like that very, very much right there.
Fix, repair, repeat. Remember, the station is you and you are the station. If something goes wrong, maybe you forgot it's your job to fix it.
The elevator hasn't really changed floors in a while, so I'm not actually too sure what floor they just dropped me off in, but hey, let's give it a go.
Congratulations on passing the test with flying colors. Wait a second. There's a... to the left. So, how did you like our test lift, by the way? Just like a real one, isn't it? Where was I? Oh, right. The bug. I am pleased and honored to present the Bureau Utility Gadget to you. Use it to keep track of your work. Now, you'll be induced into a long-term hibernation until your designated shift as primary keeper at the station. Please proceed to the hibernation room and follow the instructions in your bug. Alright, I think that's everything. All by the book. Doesn't matter that much, to be perfectly honest. Should have skipped a late night with cryophysiologists. Anyway, work fellow? Just go up that hallway.
Yeah, I can't see where you're pointing because you're behind, like, corrugated glass right now, but I guess I'll just hit the tab key. We gotta go to the hibernation chamber. I'm gonna guess as that door is closed, we're probably going this way. Ah, yes, hibernation. Okay. I just gotta get in the pod, huh? Not in love with that. A little claustrophobic, if I'm being honest with you. Tight spaces, I don't do well with tight spaces. You know, I'm like a bird. I'll only fly away. Let's get inside of here and then... Oh, good. They're tipping it backwards. Well, the pot has turned red now. I'm guessing that's a bad thing. Okay, that opened that. Unlock and unlock. Okay, could have been worse. Looking for light, find a way out. Wait for the doctor. If I'm not mistaken, is this not the same room that I just walked into? Wasn't I supposed to be, like, transported somewhere? Maybe it's identical on both stations, and I should just not worry about it. Maybe that's what it is. Fix what I couldn't. Uh-oh. Does that say anything right there? What does that say? I just said something about the scheduling of medical staff, so I don't think it's going to be important or pertinent. It looks like I can move that box right there, so we'll get that out of the way. And it looks like we can fit through the slat right here. At least they froze me with a flashlight or my iPhone or something. So that one's blocked. The evacuation plan is to go into the door that's, like, right around the hallway from us, but, like, I don't think that it's actually there. So this is locked. I'm going to need some kind of key fob in order to get inside of there. I don't think this is working either. I really like the way that you actually have to interact with stuff, though. Like, this is not a game where there's, like, a button and you push it and then the entire animation does itself. Like, I like that you've got to, like, turn a key, then flick a latch, it opens up, then you got to pull a handle. I like that very, very much. What's that called? Like, diegetics? I don't know the word that I'm looking for right there, but it's like a UI that's actually interactable. You've got to pull a chain in order to open a thing, and then you've got to turn a valve, and so on and so forth. Looks like this place got wrecked up. Can't open the cushions or anything like I could in the little tutorial. And so let's go over here maybe. If you spot the decay, call the keeper right away. Yeah, I believe that it's inside my eye line right now. Definitely getting the vibe that the decay might be here. What does that do? Turn on lights? Okay, I can. Why am I seeing things all over the place? Need tabletop part or other variants. Okay. Well, a few things of note in here. It looks like there's some money laying on the back. I don't know where the tokens go, but can I flip them around? Doesn't look like I can flip them around. This thing right here, what is... Oh, does it maybe go in there? Looks too big for that slot, so I don't think it goes in there. I'm just going to put them on the table over here so that if I need them a little bit later, I can make that happen, because these are probably going to be important and we'll probably want to keep track of them. Another thing that we have available is just a little note on this side. If anybody finds this, I acted strictly according to protocol until the very end. There were 2 impacts of unclear origin. Emergency alarms triggered. Personnel evacuation was carried out, but there's a problem. According to section blah 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 of the protocol, I'm not authorized to interact with hibernation capsules or interrupt stasis without medical officers present. According to section blah blah blah, I cannot seal the facility if living individuals remain inside. I am temporarily leaving my post to locate the on-duty cryophysiologist, if that's still possible, of course. Okay. I suppose I'll just head on down this hallway for right now. I'm guessing that I'm missing a tool or something that I need. Yeah, that'll do it. Take the screwdriver. I will absolutely take a screwdriver, and I will take the screw. So my inventory's laid out right here. We've just got ourselves a simple rotary menu at the moment. We've got consumables, we've got notes, we've got broken modules, broken slots. Okay. All right, screwdriver. I'm guessing the screwdriver gets me into... Oh, there's a bunch of power corners right there. So we've actually got to, like, scavenge the things we need in order to fix the actual station itself, too. Okay, so we're unlocked now. We'll open that up. And yeah, we've got a so we need a power unit right there, and it looks like we're just playing like Pipe Dream at the moment. I'm old, man. I call any variation of this puzzle right here Pipe Dream, because that's what it was called back in the MS-DOS days. This right here has a stopper on it, so that door's now open. Don't know how that's going to be useful to me later on. Make sure all systems are operating before you move the lift. Okay, I don't have a power unit, so let's continue opening up random boxes over here until we figure out what we need. Put that in there, flip that over to that side, open this bad boy up, and it looks like this one's good to go. So I'm just going to rearrange these like so. But I don't think the power is actually on, and it looks like we're going to need maybe a splitter in order to make this work. Can I move that thing? Like, can I rotate the way that that faces too? Do the wires have to be attached on that side? I'm guessing that they do. Yeah, so that's a socket right there. Okay, so we've got a socket right there as well. These ones are going to have to be rearranged, so we've got a straight run on the top. And then I've also got to bend that bad boy right there. Okay, so those are both connected, but I don't know if they're actually doing something. A circuit can have multiple outputs, and you must satisfy them all. Well, as far as I can tell, we're good right there. Nothing lit up, and nothing really happened. But I assume that we've got it right. Let's break out the scroogey. And there was another box back here, wasn't there? We should probably see what was inside this box, too, just to make sure. Go ahead and flip that bad boy open, and what am I looking at here? Systems operational. So it looks like we've got to find another gear before this is going to function. And I don't see a gear laying around anywhere, so I'm going to have to take a minute and check that out. I'm guessing this is going to move back, and it's going to open up the door that I could see. So if we go over here, you can see that there's a room on the opposite side of this, and so I'm guessing that's what we need to fool with. I'm thinking that's our plot. Looks like there's a stack of looks like there's a stack of fluorescent lamps inside the room where we spawned. Yeah, and if I put that in there, the light will turn on. I don't know how to, like, re-moor it to the ceiling right there, but, like, we'll figure that out a little bit later. I'm sort of enjoying the exploration here. This is very, very like intricate, sort of deduction-based environmental sort of investigation, and so I dig that. So we need, now that I've done that other one, I need that to go right there. This is going to turn on the power panel. I've got a few of these bad boys over here, and with these 3 corners, I pretty much just need to like whip you into shape. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. You go back that way. Oh, we did something. Okay, power panel is back up and online. Can I read that note? You must always keep a spare gear for the engine in your desk drawer, mate. The bloody thing breaks every other cycle, and I don't know what that word is. I'm sick of it. I'll have to ask the mechanic to take a look at it when he comes back from his vacation. Oh, I got to screw in the drawer? Oh, sick, dude. Okay, give me the screwdriver. There we go. All right, so we've got that screwed in. We've got a light bulb right there. I'll worry about that in a little bit, but there's our other gear that goes inside of here. So we've got all 3 gears ready to rock. I like to be neat and tidy. I don't like it when cabinets and things are left open. Like, when cabinets and stuff are left open, dude, that's how I bump my head on them, and then I get angry at an inanimate object, and I want to punch the wall, and let's just avoid that entire sort of inability to maintain self-control. So we've got flip breaker, fry cable. Let's just move this and see what happens. 50 is greater than 1. That is true. Hey, it worked. I think it got it out of the way, so we've got access to a new door now. I'm guessing that this is working perfectly fine at the moment. I thought that maybe I wasn't done with this guy yet, but it's got like a big green light on it, so I think we're good to go there. The tokens still have me vexed. Like, I'd still like to know what the tokens are for. I am going to take the screw real fast. Let's close these cabinets off, too. I will take the light bulb as well. Are we missing any bulbs anywhere? Doesn't look like it. I took those with me, so I grabbed the tokens. I'm figuring out how to manipulate the inventory right now because it's kind of like an immersive system that you've got to learn to interact with. Okay, let's go into this room, and we'll sort of see if we can get started here. So none of this stuff opens. Like, it's all locked down right now. My flashlight is holding out the best that it possibly can. A little bit spoopy in here, dude. A little tiny bit anyways. I need a lockpick in order to get into there. Okay. We've got a light bulb over here, so I'm guessing I've got to, like, fix these areas up, and then they'll be good to go. Where's the broken light bulb? So it wants me to throw things into the assembly machine. Is the assembly machine in there? All I've got right now is a vent, but it looks like the game does have a climbing animation. So I guess we'll do the alien thing, and we'll get inside of the vent and hope that we find our way through here. Open that slat right there. Jumping into the unknown. How is this blocked off? Am I able to open that? It's still blocked. It does look like it's got a whole bunch of boxes or something in front of it. Lights came on all right, but we're missing a fluorescent bulb right there, too. In fact, multiple fluorescent bulbs. So we're going to have to get to the bottom of that and fix it all up. Okay, so we've got a new mechanic over here. We've got some kind of, like, motor on this side that looks like it actually turns a gear that's up there while connected to power. And so this should be fairly easy to sort out. We'll just slap that guy right there, and then we'll slap that guy right there. And, hey, look at that. We're functional. That's what I like to see. And I'm guessing that that powers this lift over here. Hey, we've got a fluorescent bulb right here. We might as well take a second and fix some of the stuff that we can fix. Slot you into there where the old bulb was and get rid of that nasty old flicker. Is that one broken too? Oh, that one's also broken. Okay, so they've got like multiple different graphics that they can have that indicate that something's busted up. I suppose I'll take out that bulb right there too. And then consumables wise, or is it modules? Slots, gotcha. And just put that bulb in right there. And then we'll close the panel. This one also appears to be busted. I'm trying to pick up all the busted stuff that I can because it sounds like there's going to be a machine that just fixes everything for us. So inside modules. Oh, I don't have an extra bulb for that one. All right, fair enough. I'll keep an eye open for one. Lift go up. lift go up. Okay. I figured out how a basic elevator works. That should be good. This is all still locked down until we get the power back up on this level. So I think we're going to be all right here. We've got a shaft, we've got a motor, and we've got a corner torque. Okay, well, this one's already set up. I may need to track down a few more power wires. I don't know if I have enough. I think what we need to do is adjust this thing's position to where it's at. Hey, and did that work? It did. The doors are back open. Oh, good. It looks even worse out here than it did on the inside of the place that we woke up. Fantastic. I went back through the entire floor and cannibalized everything I possibly could, from like light bulbs to broken stuff. I'm just kind of hoping for the best at this point.
A long time ago, in a place far, far... Oh, wrong show. Let's start over. Ahem. A long time ago, there was a house here, and people. So many people. Then it ended. No one remained, and almost nothing of the house did either. They ran. No one ever came back. But they forgot one thing. They forgot that someone, purely by accident, was left behind. Someone survived.
Because something here made sure they did. No, that's you. I thought, well, you're awake now. So does this mean a different ending for us all? I wonder what kind. What does this mean for me? I'll have to rethink the whole final act of my play. Will you be able to figure out what this means for you by yourself? Or will I have to guide you? Here's a hint. The events unfolding around you will matter less than the choice you make. That choice will decide how our story ends. You are the one in the spotlight. I am merely the one pulling the rope to open the curtains.
Okay. So get to the SRI. So this guy gives us missions and like tasks and things we're supposed to do inside the station to sort of help us limp our way along without getting stuck. I can respect it.
Smart move. Anyway, your shift officially starts now. You probably have already realized how badly things need a touch-up here. You won't get into the SRI without me. Power's been down here for cycles. Hold on. I'll send a spark to the door. That should get you through.
Hey, it turned green.
Keep in mind, most other doors around here won't be as cooperative. I suggest you first find an electricity source. And from there, well, someone might give you some clues on what to do next.
All right. Did you open up your trading interface or anything? Oh, there's two.
What happened here? Opinions vary. I'm curious to hear your outlook on the matter. Do share your thoughts later when you've learned the ropes. If you want to know what this place used to be, keep your eyes open when the curtains part. I don't show these moving figures for nothing. They hold answers to many questions, even ones you haven't asked yet.
Okay.
They call me Trader. You'll find out what that means in good time. Everyone has a purpose in this place. You'll find yours a little later.
Okay, but you said everyone. That means there's other people around here and I don't have to be alone forever. Yay, forced friends by proximity. Yay, no one can leave me. All right, so let's see what's going on inside this wing over here. We got like, is that a hologram cup holder? It does appear to be fizzling a little bit. Okay, well, let's just keep our eyes open and figure out what we can do here. I don't know what's up with these like little mathematical symbols that are floating all over the place, but I figure probably not important for now. Do I need a calculator? I don't know if I need a calculator. I will need more wiring though, so I'll take that. Turn in the trash for tokens. Okay, I loaded it up. Sweet. I like to. Oh, one of them fell on the floor. You gotta watch out for that. Okay, what about this calculator right here? Is that worth anything? Destroy all the stuff. Oh, so anything. So I've been gathering up everything in the room, and anything that fizzles is something that you can destroy inside the salvage machine in order to get money. So that's why it's all fizzly and hologrammy, basically. Okay, we figured that out. How many different types of wires do I have left? More than likely, not enough. I'm probably going to have to bend this guy. Yeah, let's bend it. There we go. Can I bend that one back? Perfect. Oh, no, 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 no. We're doing it wrong. This right here is not a completed board. So this right here, we need a torque motor in order to fix that off. And then if we take a look at this grid right here, we've actually got 2 outputs that all need to go to that input right there. So I don't think we have the stuff on us right now to actually do that one. Because at the bare minimum, we got to find a torque motor in order to make that work. And so does this light switch work? Do any of the light bulbs around here work? I can't get into that one, so I'm going to take a rough guess. Oh, I can get that light bulb. But then again, what if all these lights just come back on once I've got the power back on? The lift. Okay, so I'm guessing that's how much I've repaired this place. That's like my progress to fixing this place. That's not functioning yet. Let's just have a little look-see around. We do have a little picture frame right there. I'm just going to pile everything up in the corner that I don't think that I'm going to need for right now. And just keep this place nice and neat and tidy. That door does open. So we can get back into here. There's our torque motor. I think we're going to need the torque extender arm, though. So you've got the motor, and then you've also got, like, other stuff around. Just take that back. Yeah, just give me that. I'm going to take all of these back to my inventory. And this guy is going to have to be set up. Like so, maybe? I don't know. I think we're going to need to have some kind of... merger or something over here. I don't know. Let's keep an eye out for it. I'll fiddle with that a little bit later. This strikes me as being one of those games where you're supposed to see stuff and you're supposed to kind of just like commit it to memory that there is something of some kind over there that you need to fix at some point. And until you get around to it, there's another screw. Ran out of parts, buy more in a vending machine. Okay. That's blocked, so we can't get through that door. There's our other power unit right there, and so we'll just attach that now. Just for the sake of staying organized. There we go, so those two are connected. Yeah, we're definitely going to need a merger. Possibly, so we're going to need like splitters, basically, I think, to make this work. And even with a splitter, I'm not sure how we're going to make it work from the look of the grid. We'll figure it out, I think. Unless that runs over to there independently of running over to here. In which case, we may be okay, but still... the spacing seems off. I'll think about it. I'll ponder it once we actually have the full arrangement of parts in our hands. So what do I need to fix around here? We've got our Scroogey. Okay. Did the Scroogey fix the fan? Oh, well, we got progress for that. Okay. I can live with it. We've got another Scroogey slot right there to fix the chair. Okay, that chair's been fixed. This chair also needs to... oh, I need a screw. Yeah. Okay. Do I need a screw for this one right here, too? I think I do. Okay, well, let's spend some time tracking down some screws, then. I don't know, is the vent... oh, the vending machines look like they're in there. Oh, that looks like a full workshop. Okay, yep, we need to get into that room, then. That room is the one that we need to get into. Oh, there's a back entrance. Okay, what is this? Take the bee? The hell is a bee? Okay, so the bee is a part of us restarting the engine that gives this place power. It looks like it's some kind of like nuclear power device, the bee. So it says I gotta do that right there, and then I've gotta rotate this cylinder until we have the access hatch open. Good. Now that we have the access hatch open, we need to install our bee. So is that a consumable? It's not. It's a tool. Okay. We rotate that. Oh, the receptacle comes open. Then we put that right there. Am I going to need 3 of them? Okay, so I've got to track down all 3 of those things before we go any further. We also have a busted light bulb right there. Do I have an extra light bulb anywhere? I guess I could go back and cannibalize the rest of the maintenance section. I actually don't need to find all the bees. It says there needs to be at least 1 bee installed. So it should function with just 1 bee installed. If all the bees are missing, get the bee. All right, turn on the switches. It looks like these are my switches right here. Did I do it right? Then from there, use the manual pump handle to increase the pressure. So that would be this. Okay, manual pressure's up. Hey, it's spinning, dude! I'm an electrician. You can call me the Sparky. Okay, the drum will begin to rotate. Disengage the lever to remove maintenance mode. Maintenance mode no longer online. We should be good. Let me put these flip covers back down. So those doors still aren't opening for us, but the lights are on, which is a good thing to start. Okay, we've got broken light bulbs everywhere. Is this like venting exhaust into this room? That concerns me. I don't like that at all. Should I have like a breather or something? So what did that do for me? Like, what's working here now? Oh, there's a phone call.
Oh, wow. Are you really alive in there? Can you hear me? You can hear me, right? Huh, that's incredible. Where in the waves have you been all this time? Talk about luck. Just started my shift, double-checked all the frequencies, and then bam, a whole living person. Wait, who am I actually talking to? No, hold on, don't say it. Judging by the uniform, Keeper, right? Which means your hibernation capsule made it through all this mess. Oh, and we're Rubus. Just arrived to your station not long ago. The rest of the crew's still asleep. I'll introduce you later, promise. You've done well restoring the lift's engine. Without it, the comms network would have been dead, so big thumbs up to you. Now let's get you out of here. You can see the state of things for yourself. First things first, head to the post office. There's a very important job waiting for you, though I don't know exactly what it's about. To make the lift move, just go through its rooms and fix whatever's broken. Gotta hit the first mark on the wave gauge scale. Till we meet at the post office then. Call once you're there. I'll go wake up my colleagues in the meantime.
Okay, well, if we've got power on, I'm assuming that whatever this little station is, it's now functioning. So yeah, dude, so this is what's going to allow me to go to the next place. The wave gauge is the thing at the top of the screen, I would assume. Power, we've got 22, and we're only draining -2 with the devices that are on board. So that's good. What do these do over here? So we need cassettes, we need screens, we need key cards. There are a number of things that need to be fixed in here, it looks like. So we've got a bunch of tasks in front of us. Pull that open and grab the bad bulb out of there so we don't have any nasty flicker around. I do have an extra tube lamp here, so take that out and then put that in there. There we go. Okay, set everything right. Hey, and this room's powered on now too. Some of the devices were functioning without it, but like, it looks like everything's online at this point. So I'm glad I didn't eat up all the light bulbs from this area in order to fix other stuff. I went back to the maintenance section and I ate everything that I possibly could off of all of the devices inside of there that wouldn't shut doors or anything else. So I think we should have enough things in order to make this all work. Now with this guy right here, from looking at the diagram from the last thing that I was looking at, we can actually have that adjacent right there. We don't have to have the torque arm. So we should be able to get this back online and running. So I need 2 straight wires, 3 straight wires actually. You right there, rotate that way. Okay, that's now being powered and it's on the grid. And then this guy right here, we're going to need a turn and we're going to need another turn. Okay, what did that do for me? We can get screws and we can get light bulbs so long as we have the tokens supplied in order to make that happen. Let me count how many things that I need. It looks like I can replace a light bulb right there, so that'll give us a little bit more progress. I don't see any more things that I can slot over here, but I think I need 3 screws in order to get all the benches and everything else repaired. And so let's just buy our 3 screws over here. Okay, satisfying sound. Give me a couple of screws right there. I'll just pick all those up, and we should be in decent shape now to fix all of this stuff, I think. Oh, you gotta rotate it back into place. Oh, okay. Yeah, you've actually got to get the socket lined up right there. That's very, very interesting. Perfect. Okay. And voila, a working chair. All right, I'm a handyman. Let's take that back over that way. Screw that back in. Another chair, and then this guy right here is the last one that we need to fix. We now have wave level 1. So I fixed everything in this area. I need another fluorescent bulb for up there. This poor maintenance section, dude. I'm absolutely ravaging this place. If anybody has to go back to maintenance, they are completely and totally hosed because I have pulled everything of value out of that area. But that really kind of increases the sort of scavenging vibe of the game, is that like the non-functioning sections that you're not using anyways, you just kind of rip them apart and then replace all their stuff real quick. Put that back where it goes, and in here, we should be golden to initiate the lift. Okay, another call inside of here.
Innkeeper and Cycles greetings. This is Team Rubus again, restorers of unattended stations. And today, we're going to have you...
I thought we were repairers, or what was the word, reanimators.
Please, we'll make time for this discussion later, but I'd like to remind you that we have important work to do. Operator, resume the transmission.
I know, rehabilitators. That's it. Now you'll be on the post office floor, and according to regulations, there should be intercoms in the main hall. I'm not getting a signal, so my guess is they're not functioning. If you fix them, you can get in contact with the local MC branch and find out what happened on the station.
Okay. Not a whole lot to go off of, but it looks like we're back. So this lift is basically where we're going to be living for a while. I lost all my loot when we were going in between levels. I don't know if that's a thing that's going to remain steady as the game goes along, but I would prefer it if it wasn't. I don't know. I like keeping my stuff persistently. Oh, they assume that I didn't repair any of this stuff. Okay. Well, that's a little bit of a headache. A little tiny bit of a mess. Gotcha. I will take the power unit. Never know when you're going to need one of those. Put that back over like here so that it's at least somewhere. Pick that up just to keep our workspace nice and clean. What's waiting for me outside the door? And also, what does that do? Oh, I can open the panel. Oh. Floor coordinate cassettes are required for lift navigation. Do not remove them without authentication. Okay. Well, I learned something. I'm glad that I opened that up. We are in the post office. Oh, there's goo everywhere. Fantastic. All right, goo. What you got going on inside of here? Is the goo going to hurt me or anything? Do I have to worry about that? So we need a cleaning beam. Okay. I will take that because it's a vendorable. And we do have a vending machine right there. What does that say? Floor sealed, all necessary measures taken. No more work here, C. Okay. Beware white noise. Oh. What happened to that guy? A fuse, huh? Alright, well, it looks like that brought the power back on slightly. All these doors are kind of closed off, though. Is there anything back behind these boxes? Doesn't look like it. And if I screw this back in, do I get progress? No, no progress. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't need progress anyways. There's a big lever over here. Okay. Kind of a wide open area. The flashlight doesn't really hit all of it. I don't see any light fixtures or anything that we can get online, but it definitely looks like the area is being taken over by whatever the cyber mass is. I don't even know what it is. I assume that they'll fill me in on that later, but there's terrifying black tubing all over the place. So when I picked up that cassette, it played that weird noise for a couple of minutes, but now it's gone. That's loot right there, so we definitely want that. That is also loot. Connect the modules to the scheme box in order to fix the device. Okay, we'll figure it out. Looks like we're going to need quite a few power boxes over here if we want this whole thing to work. That's going to open up, though, right there. Didn't I pick one up? I think I did. Yeah, I got one power unit here. It's not much, but it's a start. We've also got a busted fuse right there. Okay, I think we can handle that. I don't think that's too big of a deal. I love low workman games like this where you've just got like projects all over the place and you've just got to work on them. I don't know why, but that's like a gameplay loop that really works for me. I absolutely like torpedoed all my responsibilities when like Hard Space Shipbreaker came out because I just couldn't stop fixing and tearing things apart. It's such an addictive core gameplay loop. And I like how they've sort of gamified this. Like they've really taken repair games and power wash simulator games and they sort of just made it complex. You know, like there's lots of things to fiddle with. And there's lots of little puzzly things all over the place. We do have a padlock over here that's going to require something on the dial. I was hoping that this sheet right here saying that it's a list of station codes would work, but I don't think it is. All of those numbers don't look right to me. I mean, we can try like so and just sort of see what happens. But yeah, dude, I think we're going to have to suss that one out on our own. We need to get some light sources on in here, dude. It's like pitch black. System damage. Yeah, that's the vibe that I got too. Is there anything I can snatch through the windows over here? No easily accessible yoink loot, but like that's blocked by trap. We're gonna need whatever that beam is, dude. We need this cleaning beam. There's a plank right here. I'll check that bag in just a second, but I'm guessing that goes in like right there. I'll just leave it right here for now because it looks like I can't quite slot it in. Huh. Now will it go in? I think it's telling me the part that's not working properly. I need a screw. Okay, don't we all? Let me see. Oh, there's so many light bulbs over here. Is that going to be the trader right there? That's got to be the trader. Okay, back to the vending machine to go get myself some more screws. We got some more loot right there too, but I can't get to it without the beam. We got a light bulb right there. I'll keep that for later. Let's move that bag around just to make sure there's nothing being obstructed by objects. Okay, so there's a bunch of phone calls that I had to take. That's why I was, like, stuck. I was like, dude, what am I supposed to do right here? There's optional dialogue that you can do on the phone and whatnot that will give you more information. And so they said that it's 111 for that right there. Should have guessed. This is a corporate facility, so everybody's password is probably password. We've got a vent up there. This is out of order for now, but we do have a splitter right there, which is nice. I think I can live with... Oh, it's out of order because we need the cleaning beam in order to fix that all up. Gotcha. We need the cleaning beam. Something fierce. What else is going on inside of here? Just goopy nastiness all over the place. Can I fix that? I need a screw in order to fix that, and I would have to move the chair over on this side. So until we find like a big pack of screws somewhere, there's not a lot of repairing that can be done right this second. We got a light bulb. That's not a screw, but you know, it's something useful. Are there any light fixtures around here that need to be fixed? Ooh, there's a bee in there. We definitely need the bee. There's got to be a generator on this floor. That's what it's got to be. Blocked by trash. Okay, we'll just go down a little bit further. I will take the calculator so that I can sell it. This guy over here looks like he's online already. Hey, and there you go. We can finally see with our eyeballs. Hell yeah. Okay. I need a lockpick in order to get into there. Any of these drawers accessible? That needs to be fixed, so I need a screw for that. I can sell that inside the vending machine. What is this? Looks like it's pneumo tubes, like they had in BioShock, like where it sends like the little thunk. It sends the little capsule with messages and things inside of it all throughout the building. Okay, take you. Definitely take you. Man, ain't nothing working inside of here, huh? We got 2 tokens right there. A screw, very nice. Okay, so we have 1 screw, and I think we very carefully have to decide what we're going to spend our 1 screw on. There's a dead guy over here that looks like he's been turned to stone. There's a coordinator's report. A group of engineers created a blueprint that wasn't on the list of MC-approved blueprints. I confiscated it and locked it in the package locker pending further investigation. 3618 is the code. It's amazing how all these people just like write down their codes all over the place in video games though, huh? Then again, I say that as if I don't believe in digital security. I worked in IT, which means that I have a prevailing view of life that everything that is hooked up to a network and everything on Earth, does that open? Not sure what that just did. But anyways, I have a prevailing view that anything that's hooked up to a grid and everything that is hooked up to anything is the enemy. All right? It means that it's unsecure. And so I actually have passwords written like in a safe, in like a safe place, like a safety deposit box, just in case I need stuff. This is the dispatch service sending a warm hello to the intake service. The plaque is back where it belongs with me, but I'm warning you, old man, if you touch my sandwich again. Okay, well, if I ever get this vending machine up and online, we have tokens, and I can buy some of the stuff that I need. I don't think we have anywhere else to go except to jump up into the vent. Okay, into the vent we go. It was a little tricky getting up in here. I do have this light bulb right here, and it's brighter than what I have. And so I'm going to carry it with me real fast. That way I can see. What are these over here? Oh, power boxes. A cranny power box. Okay. Where does this go? The Nectar Production Center. Well, I mean, we've got light bulbs. That's good. We've got a bee. That's also good. So insert a bee into the nest to increase its capacity to collect nectar. Each cycle, nest will fill up with the amount of nectar relative to the number of bees in current state of the wave gauge. In this build, use the collected nectar to recharge your cleaning beam's abilities. I don't have one of those yet, but like once I have one of those, I will keep that flatly in mind. We got another light bulb over there. That drawer is broken and won't be fixed without a screw. We got more loot on that side that I can break down for tokens. That's the nest right there. Oh my god, that scared the hell out of me. The cleaner beam. To reload it, press R to do the inspect mode and take out the spent battery and charge it later. Replace it with a charged one. Okay. Cleaning beam. Can you help me get around to where I want to go? Is the cleaning beam on my 3 key? Oh wow, it goes through ammo quick.
What a nightmare. I've never seen anything like this.
I have to admit that I, too, have never encountered a station in this condition. It's clear that whatever happened here was out of the ordinary.
Like anomalous radiation from the air.
You've been reading too many of those sci-fi books. Radiation, my foot. How about you explain that thing in the middle of the main hall to me? What the heck is it? A tower? A turbine? I'd like to get my hands on whoever came up with that half-baked design.
Let's put further discussion aside for the moment, please. This is really not the time. We have urgent work to do and need to get in full contact with the local MC branch as soon as possible. I'm sure we'll get a better understanding of the situation once that's done.
Okay, I'll stay on it then. Hey, we got another plank right there too. I'll take the plank. I'm gonna need that to fix benches in that front room. What I really need though are screws. So I think what we should do is we should open this guy up, and if I have to fix one thing, the one thing that I would like to fix with the energy that I have on hand is the vending machine. So if I can use the cleanup beam on that. Okay, cleanup beam's done. We've got electromotor square weaves, horizons. We've got a handmade corner piece for power units, and we've got a power tripler. Okay, what's going on in here? Still out of order, huh? We're going to need to fix this up. I'm just going to take everything out of it for right now, so that gives us 2 sources of power right there. We need to at least get it over to that side, I think, to make this thing functional. Do I have those? I do have power lines, but I don't have the ones in the shape that I need. So that's going to be a little bit of a hassle. If there's goo around, I need to be very, very tactical about how I decide to fix all this goo. But I also need to put a bee inside the nectar thingy. Really don't like that there's these human statues standing around. Really sort of concerns me. We've got a broken bulb right there that would be easy points, but I can't get to it right now because I'm not tall enough, unfortunately. So I may have to stack some crates and get up there is what I'm thinking. Over here, We needed to put a B in this side. There's our B. Okay, the B's been slotted. If I take the accumulator out of this gun right here, and I put it in right here, how fast does it charge up? Oh, you gotta push the button. It stores up power from the B. Gotcha. Okay, put a new one on there. Yeah, that's good. What?
White noise is all this here, pal. You trying to start a library or making a trash experiment? We have new jobs to give Keeper. Yeah, let me talk to them.
My apologies. I have Keeper on the line now.
Now, Keeper, I'm sending you. Guess where? Where is the foreman's favourite place? That's right, the workshop. You'll learn how to make circuit wiring there. Next thing you know, you'll be fixing things right instead of crawling around for scraps and thingamajigs.
Call us if you have trouble with the workshop.
Alright, I will give that some thought. But first and foremost, let's start cleaning up some goo because I need that redness to go away off the meter. There we go. That was a big old chunk off the turbine room. Is there anything else around here that needs to be kind of like swept up? Okay, I'll be there in a second. I'm trying to use up all my electricity right now, just cleaning up some of these facilities. Hey, this thing sells screws! Alright, I'm going to have to fix it first, though. Yep, definitely going to have to fix it first. Alright, we'll get on top of it. What's up with you, man?
Come on over, Lifton here, come on. We've been sitting here for so long, sitting and waiting for you. Where have you been? Sleeping all the time, and then sleeping some more. So much happened while you were out. There was a post office, but now, as you see, not much of a post office. Can't call this a post office. And what to call it now? We do not know. Perhaps you know. That's why you've come, to tell us, to name what we can't name. And once there were people here and there. But now, they've all vanished somewhere. Something. Not people anymore. Something else. Standing around in the corners, saying nothing, quiet types, not even moving. Them. Us, for instance, we're Scrapper, that much we know, that we're Scrapper, and you're Lifty, that we know too. Although we don't know much about anything else. We do our business, that's what we do. We collect, well, everything. Here's our collection. But no one stops by, no, not even the other vagrants. They do not stop by to see our collection. How about that? They don't care. But if you care, we'll tell you all about it. What it used to be like here, we'll tell you too, whenever we remember. And if we don't remember something, then we will not tell you that, because how can we tell you if you can't remember what to tell, right? So, stop by if there's a chat you want, and we need tokens for our collection. They're like coins, so look for them. If you find some, bring them to us. We'll give you something in return. How about that? You will see some machines round here. The red ones. The machines with spare parts inside meant for repairs. They take coins too, but don't bother with them, no. No point messing with them and putting good coins in. We'll give you lockpicks if you bring us the coins instead. You could use them to open lockers, maybe cabinets too. Perhaps other things we don't know about, but you, on the other hand, should know.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind as well. We've got multiple options kind of rattling around in our faces right now for repairs. And we got a little bit more goo over here. Okay, fix that. Give me that right there. And what does this say? That was a guy saying that he has a package full of random scrap parts for his kids that's ready to go inside of a certain locker with the code inside of it. He was trying to get it off the station before everything fell apart. On this side, we're going to need one of those splitters, too, to get this all online. Do I have... Yeah, the cranny unit right there. That's not going to do it, I don't think. Oh, it will direct connect right there. I didn't expect it to do that. Okay, let's go back to the workshop real fast, and I'm guessing inside the workshop, we're going to be able to fabricate at least some straight wires. We actually have screws inside the basin over on this side. I would guess there's probably a lot of screws around. We've got a torque arm, and we've got an actual... Oh, we got wood in here. Okay, we got all kinds of goodies. We got things that I can break down. Blueprint for power cable. Yeah, I'll take that. And then we've got another accumulator. That way I can charge one up while the other one is inside my gun. Good, fantastic. Oh, looks like the accumulator goes inside of there. Oh, so we like put power into the system, I guess. That's how much nectar it needs in order to craft. Okay, I gotta figure this whole system out. The recipe goes right there, and it'll let me make power cables, but I have to have like 3 wires in order to make it work. Let me take a whole bunch of this stuff. I was saving it for coins, but we may need crafting materials instead. Crush it all! Yeah! That was actually remarkably satisfying. So we've got wires. It looks like we've got a bracket right there. A number of brackets, actually. Okay, so I have a lot of wires now. We should be good on that front. Where do I load this stuff on into? Oh, I put them on the deck right there. Okay. Hey, and it gave me 3 straight wires. That's exactly what I needed. I actually might make another batch. Okay, so I have a whole bunch of wires now. There's another bulb up there. I'm just going to grab it from that side in case I need it. I did see a whole bunch of malfunctioning lights over in this area, and so they've actually incorporated the full process. Like, you're not just, like, repairing things. So usually with these kinds of repair sims, you've just got, like, a power washer that fixes everything, or maybe 1 or 2 other supplementary tools. Like, I think Crime Scene Simulator was, like, Crime Scene Cleanup Simulator or whatever was my favorite out of all of these, because it sort of incorporated some of the ideas that this game is playing around with, but it wasn't quite there yet, you know what I mean? In terms of complexity, it was still one of those games that you sort of just, like, work on. Which one of these is not functioning? That right there? Okay. Where is my other fluorescent bulb? Perfect. That only gave us, like, 1%, dude. That barely helped out the situation at all. Well, damn, I'm about to get on... Oh, there's another one over here, too. Okay, let me fix this one real fast. This game is actually incorporating ideas from scavenging survival games and a lot of other influences in order to make this thing feel really, really immersive. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of in love right now. It's a little bit puzzly at times, and I tend to, like, be really, really anti-puzzle game, but this is the perfect way to get someone like me to actually do puzzles, because as I'm working on things, you're giving me meters that are filling up. It's got like that power wash simulator satisfaction of cleaning up and making things work. But also simultaneously, you've got all the crafting aspects that come from survival games and whatnot. So how many of these things need to be fixed? I mean, I have a screw. There you go. I fixed the bench. 1 more bench has been fixed. How many screws do I actually have? I have 1 screw left, for the record. Okay, this guy's almost fixed. Let's get him to where he needs to be. So I think what we may need to do here is we may need to loosen all of this so that the boards are extra floppy. Yeah, and then it lets us put the board in, and then we've got to tighten it on up. Okay. I'm having fun learning the methodology of this game. So with these right here, we would need to loosen all of that, and this one already has its screws. And once we've done that, it looks like it needs 2 boards. So we put 1 right there, 1 right there. Okay. Tighten it back up. Oh, I need a screw for that one? Oh, dude. Okay, so that one's locked open right now. Gotcha. Do I need screws for all of these? I do need screws for pretty much all of these. All right. Well, we've got things to fix. We got more goopies over here, too. Let me clean those up real fast. Cleaner beam creates decay canister. Oh, no, it closed on its own because I was holding down the click that makes this fire. Maybe I will... A filled standard canister. Well, the window closed down that tells me where to put this thing. So... I'll just keep them stacked up over here for right now until I stumble upon the solution. What is that thing going to do for me? A chemical hourglass. Okay, I guess I'll just hold on to it for later. I still need more screws, so I think what we're going to have to do is I'm going to have to fix up this machine over here. I don't know if I need to replace a torque arm or anything to make this work, but I should have enough wires to get this thing up and running. So we just need one right there, and then we got to bend that one and put it right there, and then this guy should be functioning. I'm going to need about 1 billion screws in order to get this place fixed up properly. At least that's what it looks like to me. So just feed all of our coins in here for now. And then we'll go just a whole bunch of screws because we need so many screws in order to fix, like, not just the benches, but we need the screws in order to fix all the drawers and everything that are back here inside the employee area. Like, we need a lot of screws. We need a large volume of them. My cleaner beam is hosed right now, and so I think I'm going to have to fill it up on Nectar too. Luckily, I have one right here that's ready to go, and so I can break this guy out, and we will put in an accumulator. There we go. We'll put in the full accumulator, so that's ready to go. And then I need this accumulator to go in here. Perfect. I'll just fill it up a little bit. It doesn't need to be completely and totally full. I just need to finish sweeping all this garbage over here. So we got a whole bunch of goo on this side that's got to go. Okay. Goo's been taken care of. Another chemical container. Even though I know not what it's for. Doesn't look like any of the lights are out in this main area. Well, that one might be. Can I get that open? I can actually. I just had to get a box that I could stand on in order to make it happen. Give me the light bulb. There we go. That's been fixed. Actually, it looks like there's a bunch of them that need to be fixed. All right, one thing at a time. Get you, and then context. Perfect. I don't actually have to open the menu every single time. The game will read from context of whatever your mouse is over the top of, which is fantastic quality of life. Like, very, very helpful. What's up with this thing over here? I need a glue gun in order to fix that. Okay, let's screw this in. We only need the one for that bench. For this bench over here, I've already got everything slotted in. So we'll get this tacked down nice and tight. Perfect. And we're pushing up on post office level 2. Good. We needed level 3 though, right? For like mission completion, or at least for access to the new area, correct? I need more screws. Okay. Let me get that board right there real fast, and we'll fix that one last. Let me check this side for light bulbs. Ah, we got one out over here. Okay, I can fix all this. Another light bulb. Bam, baby. Looking good. We've got everything lit back up. I think we've cleaned up all the goo. I think we're looking pretty good right now. We're going to need the glue gun for the final repairs. But everything is looking pretty stellar right now. And I think building all those wires, I think Rubus wanted to talk to me after I got done with all those wires. So I need to find a phone. Do it yourself?
I've no worries about you now. You know how to make modules out of all sorts of scraps. So you can fix everything. The doors, the vending machines, whatever's broken, you'll make it hum again. Better yet, find the blueprint vending machine. There you can buy a blueprint for any module. No need to rummage through corners, scraping up junk. Makes assembling the circuits much quicker, much cleaner.
Okay. I will keep that in mind as well. We have no malfunctioning lights back here. This room feels like it should probably have a light inside of it, and yet it does not. Okay. This guy over here, I do still have straight power cables left. So let's see how that helps us. I think it just turned on all the telephones on this side. I think that's all that it did, is that it made all the call boxes viable. I may rip some of the wires out in order to make everything function a little bit better, but actually I need to figure out what I should be doing. Ooh, there's something over here. What is this? Okay, that's all of our rot gone for this floor. And on this side, we've got a group of stuff we need to fix. Need high voltage port module. Do I have one? Well, if I can find an energy port, we'll be in good shape. I don't have any energy ports left right now, though. So in order to fix that, I've missed something around here. I also don't know where I got gears from. Apparently, they fell out of some of the stuff that I disassembled, but, like, may end up needing those later. We've still got goo all over the place, and it's possible that some stuff may be hidden underneath the goo. Does that open now that I've taken care of that? Well, I got a cup holder over there. Ah, there's a port hidden behind that. Okay. We've got a square wave electromotor that's broken. But it's okay. I think I can jimmy rig this. So pull that guy out. And I think what I can do here is... Yeah. I think that'll work right there. I just remembered that I had those two parts. And so that should be okay. The only downside is the electrical port right here won't actually make the connection. Okay, so I was off. I got to do something here, but like I'm going to give it some thought. On the plus side, we did get a power controller. Like technically I can pull this and put it on this machine maybe? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so what do I got going on for wires right now? Do I have two straight ones? I mean, I've got that. I mean, I don't know if that gets us there, but it's worth a shot. I think what I'm going to end up having to do is I've just got to manufacture more wire. It's a good thing I broke down so much stuff. You craft that real quick. Yep, give me all my wires. Okay. Now that I have more wires, I should be able to slot that in right there. Oh, we don't have enough power. I just looked at our power grid. So if we put 8 into this thing, we've got 22. We've got only 8 power left, and I'm guessing we have to have something left positive. Otherwise, it fizzles out the station. We're going to have to figure out the power situation next. I love the way that one problem leads to another in this game. Like, I'm actually really, really liking that. How nothing... So you go to fix one thing, and then, like, a new mechanic gets introduced to you, and you've just got to kind of adapt to the way that that forces you to play the game. We have a little more goo over here that we've got to deal with. I still have not found the location where... like these storage lockers are, or whatever it was that we have all the lock combinations to. I haven't seen it. I'm guessing they're in here, would be my estimate. It looks kind of like a secure room, but it's kind of hard to say. These move, and this was covered with goo, which makes me kind of curious if there's anything hiding back up in there, but doesn't look like it just yet. That's the drawer that we already fixed. And then this thing over here actually might be our storage locker. Yeah, it says that it's a male storage locker. Oh, no, dude, this thing isn't working either. How come nothing's ever working, man? Nothing is ever working. I will take that out of there because I don't think we're going to need it. I think instead we can just direct touch it up like so. Yeah, if I can direct hook it up, I think that'll work better. I don't know if I have enough wires for all this, though. We're going to need a splitter right there. Luckily, I do have a splitter. In fact, it looks like we're going to need maybe 2 splitters. I do have 1 power corner right here. Well, something's working right there. And then I've run out of wires. I need 1 more wire in order to get this whole thing rigged up, I think. And so I think I was wrong about this box right here. I think we just need a high voltage power unit, basically. That number's changing when I slot it in, so it is pulling power from somewhere. but I think we need the high voltage one in order to make that work, so we'll just kind of like leave it over here. But I do have enough wires to fix other things right now. First and foremost, cooking off all the rest of my wire. We need that one that turns the corner right there. I think that's the only way we get into that sucker. But this guy over here, we can finish right this second, I think. There we go. It says 6417. I mistyped. 6417. Hey, and it opens something. Screws! Yay! I need those and another bee. All right, dude. How come we aren't just able to hook this bee up to our gun and have it extract the nectar that way? Like, why do we need the middleman out here? I have questions. All right, well, let's slap another bee in there so that we have multiple accumulator bays. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Slot that guy in. Perfect. And in here, I think we had one bench that didn't have screws. Yeah, it's got to be this one. Well, do I actually want to fix that, though? Like, there may be other stuff like drawers and things that I can fix that would give me access to more loot. Maybe I should consider it from that angle. I'm kind of just like willy-nilly slotting things in wherever I want. Hey, all right, goody. I'm glad oh, a cassette.
This out here and here, then sign the back. Your message should be delivered in 2 to 5 cycles, but don't worry, it's usually faster than that. Yes, here are the coordinates and the number. Huh? What was that? Did you hear that?
Yes, I indeed did, and it did not sound good. So we've got that. Oh, a stapler. I might need that for later. I think they give me brackets, so I'll probably just end up selling it. That way I can get more goodies. These all have lockpicks on them, though, so I think I'm going to have to invest a little bit of money in buying lockpicks. But I also need that high power, so I need the little turning arm actuator, and then I need some other stuff, too. We've got a power unit baby over there for 5, and we've got a vagabond lockpick over there. There's another cassette tape right here. It was in the middle of all these boxes with this lady inside of it.
And even the connections. They're using the very connections against us. We won't stand for this. So what do? Disable the connections. Yes, that's right, disable them. And everything that runs on, we'll wreck it. But we need the effort of everyone. Everyone. Grab your tools, equip yourselves with whatever you can find. Our task is to break everything we can reach. Every device, every machine, every last little thing we can crush, ruin, or pound to dust. Only with our strength combined will we be able to.
Huh. So there was like maybe like a little corporate rebellion or something like that? I don't know, man. Things are... What does that do? Huh. Oh, it just turns the light on and off on the machine. Okay. Looks like we can also put some of our broken modules inside of there, but I was able to turn in a whole bunch of modules for tokens, so I should be able to buy some stuff like lockpicks to help me get where I'm trying to go right now. Does this guy have any other dialogue?
Have some important matter for you to sort out before you fall asleep again, because, well, you do love to sleep. Yes, that much we've noticed. When there was a post office here, all they ever did was stand around smoking and reading the wall newspaper. Did nothing much except for that. Some best employees, huh? And well, they wrote about the plaque in the newspaper. It's a plaque. Quite a shiny one, honouring the post office best employee, and we need it badly. There's no question about who the best employee is now, is there? Now, if you're wondering what you might get if you give us the plaque, some people put too much thought into it. That much we know. Don't you worry. We have a nice gift for you, don't we? It's tucked away for you. When there was a post office here, now there's not, but when there was, something very important went missing. We've been searching for it. We've been indeed, while you were sleeping, because that's what you do. If you need a hint and don't know where to look, that much we can tell you. We remember. Although we don't remember much about anything, but about the plaque, we do. And if the question still persists for you, well, now you should maybe think a little harder, then you'll realise who the best employee is, won't you? No? We will not show you the gift we have for you, not until you bring us the plaque, which is when you will get your gift. But we will tell you what it's called. That much we remember. We do remember a lot about these little things. It's called a glue gun. How about it? You can use it to fix anything, like wiring, like holes in the wall, if you're going to fix anything, since, well, you've been sleeping all the time, not fixing a thing, just sleeping.
Okay, so that's how I fix the little bent actuator, like the little torque that goes over inside that machine over there, is that I've got to have the glue gun, because it said it repairs broken modules, and I tried to load the broken, I guess, spinny-turny thing. I tried to load it into stuff, and it would not let me destroy it, and so I'm guessing that's what it's for. This guy's still out of order. I needed more wires, didn't I? I do have wires. Do I want to use them here? Suppose I could. So that's got to bend. That's got to bend. That's now spinning. That's all good. And we should be finished off here. That way I can buy all kinds of things, actually, inside of here. So I can get square waves. I can get all kinds of goodies. But for now, I just realized it's been 2 hours, dude. Time absolutely disappeared while I was playing this game. This is a really, really fantastic title, dude. I like it a lot. I think this game is a lot of fun. I cannot wait for it to release. I think this game is going to be a big hit. It combines a lot of different ideas and genres together into a very, very satisfying final product. I'm very impressed by this demo. I can tell I'm going to binge my ass off on it. And it's not normally the type of game that I like to play. And so that makes it even more impressive, is that it's managed to suss me over the line and make me enjoy something that I don't normally enjoy. That's a very hard task to pull off. People at my age usually are pretty set in stone about the things they do and don't like, and so bringing me across the bridge, that's kind of a big deal. I will see you all later. Thank you for stopping on in. I will catch you tomorrow with something hot and fresh off the indie skillet, but for now, go sign up for this playtest, dude. This game is awesome. I really, really like it. Take care, folks.